Then you can, take your phones, take pictures, start painting, creating different screens. If, for instance, your solution is using HoloLens in collaboration with the phone, show us how the phone would look like, what exactly it will do, does it have buttons, does it have a behavior? Just show us all this so we can understand how you're going to be solving the problem. And yes, you'll have, how much time is it for the presentation? So 10 to 15 minutes per presentation, and there should always be room for questions from our end or from your end to the team that is presenting. So keep that in mind. You don't have that much time, and you kind of need to sell an amazing idea. Because engineering is also about selling a little bit. We solve problems to help the world, but sometimes it's good to sell. Especially when it comes to presentation, think about selling, because you need to present the helicopter view of the problem. I remember last year, or when was it, that there was a team that went too much into details on communication protocols, and there is this client here that sends a message to this client, and it was like, I don't even understand what the problem that you're solving. Don't tell me about the client. So focus on presenting the problem and the solution rather than getting into the details. But at the same time, we would like to see a solution that is implementable. So HoloLens is a technology that is coming in the future, near future, like 2 or 3 months from now, maybe a bit more, but not far. You will see it very soon with Windows 10, most likely. So you can use technologies of the near future, but don't go in a solution that is not implementable for the next 30 years. It's not science fiction. This is an engineering organization, so your solution needs to be hosted in somewhere, needs to be running on some clients, etc., etc. So finally, the 3 key dimensions that we'll be evaluating your solution is impact, and with impact is how can you change the world with your solution. You can change the world in many ways. It can be a game, it can be an application in medicine, it can be something that is more around societies and helping societies become more collaborative. I don't know, but always with your solutions you're having an impact to humanity, and companies like Microsoft build software to have a global impact that can help a lot of people. So try to think, what is the impact that I'm having? Okay, that's a cool idea. Does it have any impact? Of course, coolness is also part of our evaluation, because you're students, you are in a very creative part of your career, so we expect to see cool stuff. And innovation is around uniqueness of your idea. Of course, there is no software around that uses holograms and HoloLens, so everything that you're going to come up with is kind of unique. But it's a different uniqueness if you present something that is not that hard to think about versus something that is really imaginative, really blowing the possibilities of what you can do with this technology. So these are the 3 key dimensions: impact, innovation, and coolness. But there are also other dimensions that can characterize a solution. So we have like a secret dimension that we haven't thought of yet. And we will try to be a little bit more open, kind of like reviewing the solutions you provide, and then we'll come up with the 4th dimension that surprised us the most, and there will be a special prize for this 4th dimension that we didn't think of already. So with that, I can open it for questions, please.
Thank you. Okay, so basically the question is that here you say scenarios, but you were talking about one scenario. So my question is, can we have like 2 or 3 ideas and present all of them, or should we more focus on one great, perfect idea?
It should be one great, perfect idea, mainly because you don't have that much time to present 3 ideas. And as I said before, it will be a matter of completeness. So at the same time, coming up with the one idea will just help you interact and collaborate. Imagine if you are in a corporation that everybody has an amazing idea. Actually, that's very much half of our day, trying to negotiate which of the great ideas is the best thing for us to do. So you really have to go through this phase. And the part of this competition is really the most collaborative part of software development, where ideas blend, talent blend, and we just have to decide. You don't have budget for 20 ideas, you have budget for 1. Which is the one idea that you would like to build?
I'm not sure like what stage of development the HoloLens is in. So is there a list of, or like a place that we should go to find a list of what it can do in terms of specs and stuff?
So, sorry. So this technology is a technology that is currently under development, and as I said before, soon it will be part of our lives. And you can find online this video that I just said. You can just, search for Microsoft HoloLens, and you'll land in the page of HoloLens. This will be the first video in that page, and afterwards a lot of more specifications. But in general, it's like, it's really thinking of you can have holograms around you. You wear these glasses and all of a sudden this environment can become live. I can see stuff on the walls, I can see people walking, and I mean, this is kind of like the specification. It needs to be extremely intuitive, so don't expect any not intuitive part in this technology. It should be like you wear the glasses and all of a sudden you are within virtual reality and you can play a game, or you can Skype, or you can put on your wall some decoration, up to you. But yes, go online if you want to see details.
Thank you. So when we say use the device ecosystem, so do we get the liberty of using any existing hardware devices across all vendors? And okay, thank you.
So yes, you can just use anything on the ecosystem: monitors, TVs, big displays, phones, everything that will just help you have the impact, the coolness, everything. But you just have to use HoloLens, that's the only requirement. All the rest, you're free. So, yes.
What's the expected user of this product like? Is it a product that you would only use at home or at work, or is it something that you would just walk around with every day? And
Anything you wish. Anything. Any segment. It can be a game, it can be a social thing, it can be specific for a profession. As we said, at the end we're going to be having these different dimensions: impact, innovation, and coolness. And this secret one that we don't know, we're just going to invent it if we get really surprised by a solution. Yeah, it's the first time that our challenge is that open. But this technology is so new, and would love to hear the creativity of students that are like, okay, that's something new. Maybe we would like to have a startup in 6 months from now. We could use this technology and be ahead of time. What we would do? So that's all about your startup, for instance. Let's say that you're building an idea for a startup. That startup can be anything you wish. It can be a game. It can be on medicine. It can be for home. Just build it or mock it. Describe the scenario in the wireframe. So yeah, if you have more questions, we'll just be around the whole day. We'll be coming at the desk that you're working with. You can keep asking us questions, etc., etc. The only advice is try to split your time into coming up with the idea and then trying to come up with the most amazing way to present it. Because it's really that at the end we would like to see something that is well thought of in terms of implementation, not just a cool idea. So it will be nice that you split your time, open up, come up with as many ideas, brainstorm, evaluate these ideas in a way, and afterwards just close down, select one, and think of what is the best way to describe how that will work. As I said before, scenario is the story, problem, magic happens, and solution. And then the magic happens is where you describe with the wireframes how exactly the scenarios flow into your application. Good luck.
The clock is ticking. til ugeblade, sætter I bøger og i mapper. Her har